Wagwan me people, quick thing before we kick off. The views where you hear upon the Father to Father podcast, them strictly for why, the hosts, guests and contributors. Them now represent Catholic Notebook, Spirit Stream Studios, the Diocese, University, or any affiliated groups. You see me? And remember, this podcast are strictly for adult ears, so listen up with discretion.
Shining bright tonight. Welcome to Father, where life and faith meet. A place for the soul, where wisdom speaks. Hope in the message, strength in the beat. Welcome to Father, where life and faith meet.
Hey man, what's going on? Ooh, I'm good. What's up?
Yeah, it is what it is. We got the Simpsons flowing. It's another episode of the Father podcast. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Dr. Giovanni, and with me is my right hand, my main man,
Father Greg Lambert.
Hey, you know, I've learned something that time waits for no man, and you know what else does not wait?
Open up that second browser.
No. Why would you do that?
Yeah, you got to open up that second browser.
Don't you dare.
CatholicNotebook.org.
Don't you dare.
Yes, and then you got to open it up and you got to go ahead and say hit 1, 2, 3,
Are you-
4, 5 stars.
Oh, what?
5 stars. 5 stars. It's got to be 5 stars because my ego can't take it.
What? I feel so violated right now. I feel so violated right now. Oh my gosh. You're not allowed to do that. That's not okay. That's not okay.
Watch us get like $1,300 in this episode.
Just because you said it this time and not me. No, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. That's my thing.
And I'm not a $100 kind of guy. Let's start at $3.
$3, my
go to
foot.
$15.
Put $1,500 on the books and call it a day.
It's not going to me. It's going to the company and make sure we keep our lights on. That's it.
Yeah, make sure the lights stay on. After Father Greg just broke protocol and decided he was going to do the thing.
It's unwritten.
What? My heart. This is coming from the man who loves the unwritten rules of the spirit.
I don't know what that means. Is that a book? What is this? Sounds like a Nicholas Sparks book. What is this?
Can you imagine unwritten rules of the spirit? And it has a picture of a girl in the rain holding on to the guy while the background is her old house that she grew up in as a child.
And for each of you who are laughing to yourselves right now, there's somebody out there that would buy it. They'd read it.
Yeah.
They'd read it ferociously.
Well, and you know what? She's wearing a red dress instead of like the standard like white or blue dress. And the reason why she's wearing a red dress is because he's also wearing a red tie and a white shirt and like a bomber jacket.
The way you talk about this book is the same way you talk about food, dog. Have you ever noticed that? If you really want to be big back, all you gotta do is you gotta get the waffles, then get the ice cream, and then we'll get the peach schnapps, and then caramel drizzle.
I have to have something because I can't eat anymore.
That's gotta be torturous that you over here having these mythological
urges.
creations.
I have these urges and I can't satisfy them at all.
Straight diabetes.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had this urge the other day.
Here we go.
Okay, so Eggo waffles, chocolate chip Eggo waffles, right? Get some batter. You make your Bisquick batter, and then you dip the pre-made Eggo waffles in the Bisquick batter, and you fry them. That's your buns.
Dog. That's the That's the base.
That's your buns. Then you make a double cheeseburger with bacon, but the bacon is candy bacon with a little bit of red pepper flakes because you want a little bit of spice. And you hit that with that hot honey. Can't beat it. Lettuce, bacon, tomato. Like you, ooh, on that. Put a little bit of dressing on it. You good. You good to go. I had that craving. I was like, that would hit the spot right now. If you really wanted to elevate it, you go the Eggo batter bun, right? Then you go chipotle mayo. Then you go lettuce, tomato, patty, grilled, seared, both sides, smashed, crispy. Then you go cheese. Then you go another patty. Then you go fried spicy chicken fillet. Then you go back to the burger patty. Then you go cheese. Then you go another burger patty. Then you go chipotle mayo. And then you put the other top bun on and you cut that cross section and you eat it and you run into the abyss and you just go, oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
Pause, right? Real quick. For everybody who's listening, if you are here ferociously trying to rewind to get the exact order, you're the problem.
No, it's good. It's good. I have so many things that I created when I was a kid up until when I found out I had I was gluten free and I had Father Greg to thank for that because I went to go pick him up. I went to go pick him up and he looked at me and I said, "Hey bro, what's going on?" And he goes, "Damn." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "You look interesting." And I'm like, "That bad?" He's like, "Dog, you look like you ate yourself twice."
I did not say that.
Yes, you
I did not say that.
Yes, you did. You looked me dead in my eye and said, "You need a lifestyle change."
I did say that.
But that was after we went to Taco Bell and Wendy's.
Yes.
And I got a 5-for-5 deal with the crunch wrap. And then I put the crunch wrap in between I took the spicy chicken filet out, put it in the crunch wrap, got rid of the buns from the spicy chicken filet, and then put fries in the wrap as well and ate it.
And mind you, this has been happening for a long time of our friendship. And a lot of times I would just be like, "Oh, that's crazy. You know, he likes to eat. It's a wild creative concoction. We're in college. What does it matter?" And then it was a couple years after that when I looked at him, I said, "Yo, you just asked me if I'm hungry after we just came back from the drive-thru."
Because I was starving.
My food was still like, I finished it. It was in my stomach. I crumpled the wrapper. I put it in the bag, and you're asking me if I'm hungry. How is that possible?
Because I was so hungry. I was starving. My body was just like, eat. You need to eat to live.
Oh, jeez.
Fast forward like a year later, I drop 120 pounds.
Yeah.
And now I weigh like, what, 210? 210, 215?
You weigh less than I do.
Yeah. Which is wild. But yeah, that's the story. You ready to get started, man?
I guess.
Look, they keep asking me what my plan is. All I know is I don't move out of panic. All I know is if the door look closed, I'ma jam it, kick that frame open wide, plant my flag while I standing. I've been running with a fire in my chest, no sleep. If you doubt me, that's fine. Put your bet on me. If I fail,
So I'm bringing
that's
back a segment. This one was very highly requested because people want to hear you answer these questions. These are questions that they have for priests, but they're too afraid to ask priests. So they're going to ask Father Greg. It's like, "Hey, Father Greg, I got these questions.
I forgot about this.
I don't want to ask my priest but I will ask you. So are you ready?
I think so.
All right. I'm going to go as quickly as possible. You answer them. I'm going to put music in the background. It'll be like dat, 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 or something. All right, ready? If I get excommunicated, can I still use the church parking lot for free?
If you got excommunicated, there's probably a real reason you shouldn't be on church grounds. Like, point blank period. It's
But
hard to get excommunicated.
It really is, but can I use the church parking lot for free?
No.
Okay. Can I ask a priest to bless my OnlyFans account so I can get more subscribers?
You can't bless evil. No.
But it's OnlyFans.
I said what I said.
Hey, no. But OnlyFans isn't all like porn. Some of it is like, some of it's music and creative stuff.
Giovanni.
Doctor.
Giovanni.
I got my doctorates.
So if your wife comes to you tonight and says, "Yo, I'll scroll on OnlyFans tonight," and you turn around and you go, "Huh?" And then she goes, "It was from my local foods account." Local foods account? What?
I'd be like, "Oh, cool. Let me see it. I want to see what her local foods account looks
That's
like."
a dangerous thing to say when you talk about OnlyFans. Next question.
So can you bless an OnlyFans account?
No.
Okay. You can tell people are just like, "Can you?"
Everyone leaned in. Can you, Father
Can
Greg?
you, Father Greg?
Nah, fam.
Can you bless things digitally?
You know, that's a good question. I'm gonna go ahead and just say no. Like, it was never meant, like, blessings like that were never meant to be blessed across the world. You can pray for somebody, or you can pray for something to happen digitally, but when I'm blessing something, like someone brings like a Bible to me or something like that, or brings a rosary, I always touch it.
Okay. But can you like bless a person digitally?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could.
Okay. Next follow-up question. Oh, I guess the next question. If a saint is a patron of lost things, can I pray to them to find my ex's dignity?
Well, that's a poignant question.
That threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie. That threw me for a
I
loop.
didn't expect that.
I'm gonna take
I
a
didn't
little
expect
sip.
that. As first thing I was like immediately like, oh yeah, St. Anthony, he's this person, and this is why you wanted to pray to him, and this, Tony, look around, and I was gonna go through the whole entire thing, and then we took a twist.
These are questions that I don't want to ask my priest, but I'm asking you, Father Greg.
That sounds like your ex or boyfriend or whoever it is probably just needs someone to talk to.
Okay. If I put holy water in my humidifier, will it keep the demons out?
No, it won't. It won't. But a priest blessing your household will.
Okay.
Shameless plug.
All right. When the priest swings the incense,
You got to enunciate on this, buddy. Like it's gonna get real bad, real quick.
Sense
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Yeah.
can I ask him to aim it at my bad knees?
It depends on how much control he has. He might slap you in your bad knees with that thermal, and it's not gonna feel good.
If I give up swearing for Lent, can I still use my... Oh! You can't say that. You almost caught me. You almost got me. No. No.
Next question.
Next question. Well, basically, if I try to clean this up, if I give up swearing for Lent, can I still use my mouth for other things?
Ew. What? Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
And last question. If I bury a plastic Jesus in my backyard, will grass grow faster?
No, probably not.
And those are questions that people have that they don't want to ask their priests. But they're willing to ask Father Craig.
That's what
Thank
I'm here
you for Catholic Number Intrusion Team. If you have a question, why don't you drop it to us at catholicnumber.org/father. That's catholicnumber.org/
F2F.
and scroll down. You can click ask a question, and it'll be there, and you just do that, or drop us a line, and we'll get an email, and we'll answer it as soon as possible.
Kick doors down if the gates stay locked out. Yeah.
Yo, Father Greg, Dr. G, what's good? I know it sounds weird, I know it's misunderstood. The story's wild, yes, out there, no doubt. But just lean in close, just hear me out. Hear me out. Give me time, let me speak, no doubt.
You ready for Hear Me Out?
I guess so.
It's Hear Me Out. So, you know how it is. 5 stars, you did nothing wrong. 1 star. There is Confessions on Thursdays. And if your parish is doing Confessions on Thursdays, let us know. Send us an email. catholicnotebook.org/father. That's catholicnotebook.org/
F2F.
and put your parish name in there, and we'll add you to the big board.
Yay.
Okay. So hear me out. Was I wrong, or am I the only one who understands that love can fade, relationships can end, but a good boy is forever?
I bet you this is about her dog. This is about how she chose her dog over her relationship.
I don't know.
I can't with these. The Notebook.
Be careful. That's like 90% of our demographic. Stop it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a dog person. I love big dogs. I do. I hope that one day as a priest I get a dog. But I also feel really bad about having a dog in a lifestyle where I'm leaving the house all the time.
Yeah, you can't have a dog. You have a cat.
I don't like cats, man. Like I get along with cats, but I just don't. I don't know.
You know what would be a good pet for you?
I was this going a lot of different ways. I was like a llama. I'm like, no, don't.
No, a pig. Like a baby pig. That'd be good. That'd be a good pet for you.
Yeah, until it's not a baby anymore.
I mean, yeah. But you know what? That's future you problem. By the time it's not a baby anymore, we just chop it up and just have a big roast.
Oh no.
Okay, but hear me out. Hi, I'm Dean, 34. Back when I was with my ex, we adopted him together. She technically signed the adoption papers, but I was the one who picked him up at 2 a.m. When he was a puppy, potty trained him in the freezing rain. I was the one paying for the vet visits, buying him those ridiculous holiday sweaters, and walking him twice a day, no matter what. When we split, I didn't fight for him because at the time I thought it would be better for him to have stability.
I'm sorry, it's not funny. This is obviously this is very heartfelt, but it sounds like we're talking about a divorce. And he's like a deadbeat dad. He's been like in and out of jail.
But he's making his case like, yo, I was there.
Mm-hmm. I loved him.
It's like, yeah, I missed him. I still do. But I kept it chill. I'd see him maybe twice a year.
Did you contact his mom and say, I'm going to pick him up and never show up?
Yeah.
Just leave him on the stoop.
If I bumped into my ex at the park, it was fine. We moved on. Then last week, out of nowhere, she texts me, Murphy's turning 5. Backyard party this Saturday at 6. You should come. He'd love to see you. Saturday, 6 p.m., the same time as my girlfriend's birthday dinner. So I figured I'd swing for an hour, give him a belly rub, take a couple of pics, be out in time for dessert. I told my girlfriend casually, hey, I might pop by my ex's for a quick thing before dinner. It's for her dog. She gave me that tight smile and said, as long as you're on time.
She put a parameter on it too. You had a really bad launch.
I cut to the party. Me showing up at the party. Murphy sees me, loses his mind, tail wagging so hard, his whole body shaking back to front. He jumps on me. I'm on the ground. Everyone's laughing. My ex hands me a beer and says, it's like he knew you'd come.
I'm sorry, but this sounds like it sounds like a feel-good movie of reuniting a family, a boy who with his dad who's had a rough go with things.
Listen, Dad, you're here.
It's like somebody's crying right now listening to this in their car.
Yeah. And at the time, and time just got away from me. I helped him open his gifts. I took him on a quick walk around the block. I helped slice the dog-safe cake. We sang happy birthday like a full choir with harmonies. And he licked the frosting off my hand. Then I got roped into cornhole in the backyard and another beer. And we did slow motion Instagram reels. By the time I checked my phone, it was 9:45.
Oh.
Dinner was at 7:30.
Oh.
I had 14 missed calls, 5 texts. Text messages. And he put the text messages in here. Where are you? Are you explicitive serious? Don't come. It's my birthday. It's a dog. Are you serious? You chose me over a dog? You better be on your way. I'm done. I froze. I stood there with a party hat still on my head and a slobber mark on my shirt. My ex's cousin offered me another beer. I said yes. When I finally texted my girlfriend, she said, we need to talk. Sorry. When I finally texted my girlfriend, she didn't respond until the morning. Just a single, we need to talk. She says, what I did was insane behavior and crossed the line, especially because it involved my ex. But the thing is, Murphy is family. He's not just a dog to me. He's a piece of my life I actually liked. And yeah, I chose him over her birthday, but he only turns 5 once.
Apparently, he's going to turn 6 and 7 on her birthday next year.
My girlfriend, she'll have plenty more birthdays.
Technically, he really won't.
So hear me out. Was I wrong, or am I the only one who understands that love can fade, relationships can end, but a good boy is forever?
It's a very sweet story, honestly.
Also, I like how we got no filter. Hi, I'm Dean 35. Back when I was with my ex. Like, there's no like, hey, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, back when I was with my ex, we bought him. Like, who did you buy?
He's an unselfish man.
Do you need a recap?
I guess for the populace back at home.
So basically, what's going on? Dean and his girlfriend and his ex. Anyways, Dean had a puppy. He didn't fight for the puppy. Now it's a full-grown dog. The ex said, hey, yo, come through. Here's a party for the dog. Dean's like, I gotta come through for my kid. His girlfriend, and he told his girl, like, hey, yo, I'm going to see Murphy. And she goes, that's cool. Don't be late. Party was at 6. Dinner's at 7:30. He said, that's cool. Don't be late. Fine. Then he's like, I got there and everything was perfect. He was wagging. His whole body was shaking. I took him on a walk. I had a beer. 8 cakes. We sung. Then we started playing cornhole. I had a second beer. And then by the time I realized it, and by the time I really realized what was going on, everything got away from me. It was 9:45. Dinner was at 7:30. I was late. 14 missed calls. 5 texts. Progressively getting worse. You pick me over the dog? You know what? I'm done. Then he finally calls her, or texts her, and says, like, and she goes, we need to talk. Next day she goes, this is insane behavior, especially since it involved your ex, and also it's a dog. But he argues, hey, look, she doesn't understand. You only get one dog. She has more birthdays. He's only going to turn 5 once. I'll give you runway.
Well, there's a couple of things here. One, I really do find it as a sweet story. Like, this guy is Dean, I believe, right?
Dean, yeah.
Right? Dean built this relationship with this dog. That means something to him. Like, he put actual, not just investment of money, but he put investment of time.
I know it didn't mean enough for him to fight for him, because he didn't fight for him. He just let him go.
The dog needed stability.
And
he probably is like, yo, if this dog stays with me, you're going to a 1-bedroom apartment and I work crazy hours. I can't take care of this dog. He needs a more stable life.
how many times have you heard that? You can't make it work?
I'm not a social worker. I'm a priest.
Part social work on your day off. Sorry, what day off?
That's also true.
My bad. Go ahead.
Like, legit, he built a real relationship with this dog, and he decided to make a prudent decision to make sure that dog had a stable life, so he wouldn't have to give up that dog to someone he didn't know. So he gave it to someone that he did know and that he trusted, and obviously she's been doing a great job. The dog's taken care of, and the dog still remembers him because dogs are like that, right? So I think that this conversation definitely need to happen between Dean and his now girlfriend, because she doesn't have the same relationship with the dog. She doesn't see what's so special about it. I don't know how she feels about animals. I'm not trying to demonize her, but there is a real relationship there that probably at some point he has talked about in this relationship. She probably has not deeped how how serious he was about this dog. Probably he hasn't deeped how serious he is about this dog, because even the way that he's telling the story and he's writing, giving the background, the context, it sounds like an individual. Again, I'm inferring, I do not know. It sounds like an individual that did not process all the way what this dog meant to him, especially at this point in his life, and how deeply would it affect to him if that dog would have stayed with him. Obviously, he needed a companion. And I'm not saying that his companion isn't his girlfriend. Definitely not calling her a dog. But I'm not. What I am saying is that there is a level of intimacy that he either did not share with his girlfriend, or that he shared and the girlfriend did not take it as a big deal,
serious or anything
like a serious situation.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple ways to address this. One, you can't get back with your old ex. I mean, technically you could. That's on the table.
Right.
But for the sake of the dog, I would not suggest that. Don't do that, please. Right? Or you can talk to your girlfriend and say, hey, this is what the situation was. I stayed a lot longer than I thought I was going to, and I think that in reality that is a little bit irresponsible of me. I wasn't looking at my phone. I wasn't keeping track of time. I was just living in this moment because this is something that I needed. And honestly, that's kind of on me. I should have processed this beforehand and let you know exactly what was going on. But I will say this. You want to get a dog?
You see, we talked about this earlier about, like, you know, our two different styles for like whatever. This is where an apology is warranted. And this is where I would say, like, he needs to apologize to his girlfriend.
It's her birthday dinner.
No, not the birthday dinner aspect. He made an agreement with her. I will be there at the start of dinner.
Yeah.
So you agreed, hey, I'm going to go do this. And she's like, you're going to go do that. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. But my dinner starts at 7:30 or 7:20, whatever it started at, right?
Yeah.
That's when dinner starts. Be there at the start of dinner. He's like, I got you. You don't get to then say I ran out of time or I lost track of time.
Or my phone wasn't
Or
next
my
to me.
phone
And
wasn't-
15 missed calls is a lot.
That's a lot. I can understand you being like 10 minutes late because you like, hey, I'm leaving or whatever. Like, let's say you're just like, yo, I'm here for like 30 minutes. You're like, I really want to stay.
Yeah.
You know what? I will be back tomorrow. Dog's not going anywhere. It's going to be there tomorrow.
That's true.
But you chose to stay there. So to me, my whole thing is he needs to unapologetically go to her and be like, this was on me. I messed up. I made a commitment to you and I failed. And that, starting there, saying like, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Because I agreed to this, and that was a violation of terms. And then starting from there, and then from there working. I like how we switched. Because in this case, it is one of those things where, like, for real, like, he needs to start with that apology because he committed to a time. He committed to a parameter, and it's objective. Listen, go, have fun, do your thing, but you have to be there for me. Also, can we talk about the fact that his ex sent him a text like, yo, the dog would love to have you here. Why? What?
Yeah, the dog won't know.
Really?
Like, they'll be happy that you're there, but it won't be like longing like, man, I wish my dad was here. Like,
Right.
it doesn't do that.
Like, it's behavioral recognition. It sees the face like, oh, yeah, I remember this one.
I smell you. I remember you.
Yeah, I
You
remember
smell
the
like
scent.
Old Spice and shame.
Yeah. But it's not like the dog is having a conscious thought right now. Like, nah. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know exactly what you're doing. And you do it on the same day as her birthday.
That don't
You
sound.
You two have been talking. You two have been talking. And then you say, you know what? I know what this dog means to you. We'll make it on the same day. We'll make it on the same day.
And he really did choose the dog over the girlfriend.
He did.
He did.
He did. There's no way around that. And you have to own that. That's something that you did. And then when you realize that you messed up, you didn't even pick up the phone and called her.
Yeah.
You didn't even go and try to make amends with her parents, with everybody that was. You sent a text and then got another beer. And said, well, I'm already down the
situation. Like, yeah, you're right.
I'm already down the road. It is what it is. I'm sorry, but clearly you don't want to be in a relationship with her.
I think you should get another dog, dude.
I think you should break up.
I mean, I think that's already kind of been done for him in this situation.
I don't know. They didn't commit to that.
They didn't commit to it, but she seemed like she had a very lucid thought.
Yeah, I think at that point it crystallized for her. Like there might
Yeah.
have been a lot of like minor things, but it crystallized for her. And I think realistically, like people are so quick to not want to admit fault.
Mm-hmm.
But in this situation, when you agreed to terms, you admit fault. I'm giving you a 1. I'm giving you a 1 because from beginning to end, all of this was on you. All of this was on you. You could have easily said, "Hey, I want to go and spend time with my dog.
Yeah.
I miss my dog." Then increase the amount of time you're spending with your dog.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is
saw
a
him twice
one
in 1
day.
year.
So one day that your girl asked you to be there, you agree, and you agreed to be there, and you told her ahead of time. Which kudos on you. You told her ahead of time.
Because he didn't have to do that. He
Because you
should
didn't have
have.
to do that.
He should have.
But he told her ahead of time, like, "Hey, I'm gonna go do this." But even then, he said it was like in passing. It wasn't a straight up like, "Hey, I want to do this. Can we talk about this?" It was kind of one of those, and I can picture it. They're both cleaning up or whatever. He's at her house or whatever. And he's like, whatever. They just finished dinner and she's cleaning up, and he's wiping down something. And he goes, "Hey, by the way, I'm gonna go to Murphy's birthday." And she goes, "Oh, okay, cool."
But she said that the way she said it was a smile.
No. Okay, cool. Then she asked immediately, "When's his birthday?" And then he doesn't say it for a second. He goes, "It's on Saturday. I'm going to go there," and then immediately go over to the party. And that's where the smile comes into play. You see how you feeling right now? You see where you feel right now? That's why he gets a 1. That's why he gets a 1 in my book. Because at the end of the day, you had to make a business decision, and the business decision you chose was the worst decision possible. The one path that resulted in all the failures, that's the path you chose. See, even Jesus is going, "Yes." 1 for you. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I'm going with a 2.
Oh, is it your charity?
I'm going to go with a 2 because, yes, I do agree that this is his fault. And, yes, I do agree that this is on him. However, I think that he didn't process this the way that he should have, especially when it comes to what this dog meant to him in his life.
His ex still wants him.
Probably.
I don't even know why they broke up.
I don't know. I don't have the context of that. But for whatever reason, as I can't say that. For as attached, I was gonna say for as down bad as he is for the dog. I was like, no. For as attached as he is to the dog,
There you go.
as much as he loves the dog, he's not trying to date his ex anymore. So I don't know what's going on there. Because it seems like if you're a desperate person, you can take desperate measures. But even in desperate measures, you didn't date this person.
No, but he hasn't cut off his ex. His ex is saying like, "Yo, he would love to see you there." Like that's not the type of language of someone. Like when you look at the text message, that's not the language of someone who has been detached from you.
Correct.
And that's not the language. Like, and if you receive that and you feel the hooks onto your heart, you're like, that's also not something where you're walking away from it going like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to be with her anymore." Like if he didn't want to be with her, the text message wouldn't have done anything.
I don't know, but we were only talking about the dog in this entire situation. I don't know what his relationship is with his ex.
Well, he didn't mention anything about her.
It's true.
But then again, he mentioned taking multiple beers as if that was like, well, I'm already here. Might as well.
I mean, I'm thinking about this because the whole way that this was written was like a custody battle. Like with a kid. The whole way it was written was like a custody battle. So I can't tell you how many times that, a dude might be separated from his girl and they have a kid or a couple of kids. And every now and again, because he's seeing his kids and he loves his kids, he might think to himself, why can't we just make things work and be a family again?
Yeah, but that's not the same thing as a dog.
It's not. But that's the way this is written.
The dog will
That's the way
die.
that this
The
has
dog
been
will
given to
eventually
us.
die. You'll get a new dog.
I mean, yeah, but for him,
If your dog dies in a fire, they pay you the value of the dog. If your kid dies in a fire, that is a tragedy.
I agree. I'm not saying anything you're saying is wrong. However,
There's no however.
feelings matter.
No, it doesn't. Not in this. Not in this. His behavior was bad. Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Let us know. CatholicNetwork.org/fatherfathers.
CatholicNetwork.org/F2F.
But hear me out. Feelings matter. My
Got him.
hey. Are you ready for the segment?
Yeah.
Hey, it's more confessions. All right, so Catholic Notebook Reader's Team did their 1-2 thing, and they just told people, "Yo, spill your Gus." What you want to tell people?
And they did to the internet.
I know.
This is
Just like, I won't tell
man.
people this, but I'll tell Father Greg and Dr. Gio. I'll tell them. Listen, I give bad reviews to restaurants where my exes go just to tank their ratings.
Dang. That's a next level chess piece move, dog.
I know.
My goodness. All right, fine.
I'm just like, yo, but why though?
But why? Exactly, but why? Like, let me eat my cheeseburger in peace.
It's like, yo, I don't believe in astrology, but still use it as an excuse to break up with people. Venus is in retrograde, so we got to break up.
That's why you don't date astrology girls, dude. It ain't good. Don't do it.
Yo, you might end up. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Astrology girls and the Shiny Rock girls.
Sometimes it's the same girl, and the Wiccan. Sometimes
Yeah.
they do all three. It's like a Venn diagram.
Yeah, but heaven forbid you get confuse one with the other and they hate each other. It's just like, what? Like, you're here playing hopscotch with demons. Don't at me. Don't at me, bro.
It's a Venn diagram because on one side you got astrology, right? On the other circle you got the gems, and then on the bottom you got the Wiccans, and in the middle you got the ones that do all three. And so
You should run for president.
huh?
You should run for president.
I do. I like Venn diagrams.
You're gonna get shut down, dog.
Yo, if you know, you know. It is what it is. Don't come at me. I told my mom her favorite casserole got burnt, so I didn't have to eat it.
Sometimes that's necessary.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Not my mom,
Oh, we know.
but my in-law. Anyway, I have a private folder of old selfies with my ex I'll look at when I fight with my partner.
Oh yeah, were they ones that when you guys were frolicking in the field for your
They look
wedding?
natural. They just want to look natural.
They were
That's all it is.
posed.
They're just, oh.
They were
They look
posed.
so natural. I forgave my partner for cheating, but I've been quietly planning to exit for ever since.
Dang.
I don't.
Yeah, why?
What's the point?
What's the point?
What's the
You're
point?
just wasting your own time and energy. You have to bring them around like to your family and stuff like that. Like, yo, this, and the little kids are like, oh, who's this? Like, this is my boyfriend.
This is my boyfriend.
Jake. I'm like, he's so much fun.
For
Don't
now.
get too attached.
For now.
Jake's gonna be going away.
He's going away for a long time. God forbid something happens to him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're just like, ah.
Now your 11-year-old cousin thinks you killed Jake.
Yeah, it's like, oh, is that what you did? Mm-hmm.
And we're not supposed to bring Jake up because it upsets you, but
Yeah.
like, they know in the back of their head. I'm like, it's just because you just don't want to talk about it. You know that I know. You know that I know. And like they're just reeling at nighttime, dog.
They just punch it out like, I know it. I know it. Sometimes I wish my siblings' marriage would fail so I wouldn't feel so far behind. That's sad.
Ouch.
That's sad.
That is sad. You're not behind.
You probably are, but like still
yo.
still like
yo.
still like you could do things to improve your standing. If you're comparing yourself to your sibling and going like, yeah, I need to be married, then there's probably other things you could be doing to improve your life. Would you agree? Like, there's a good question about like comparison, right? Mm-hmm. I always say it's actually it's a healthy thing to compare yourself to other people. What's unhealthy is when you use the comparison as a excuse for why you cannot do something. Comparing yourself to other people give you a good benchmark for where you are and the realistic nature of your skill set. So, for example, if I compare myself to LeBron James or if I compare myself to you, right, I can get a realistic gauge for my own skill set for basketball, for example. Like, oh, am I able to do what LeBron James is? Absolutely not.
No.
Like, so, but in terms of public speaking, I can compare my skill set to your skill set and be like, yeah, we're on par with each other.
Yeah. We just go about it differently.
Right. It's going to look different. It's going to be engaging differently. But in terms of like quality, well, yeah, no, we're on par with each other. And it's not a slight against you to say that we're on par with each other. Now, if I really stumble at public speaking and I try to say that I'm on par with you, that's A, that's intellectually dishonest. B, that's lying to myself. Or C, like if I sit there and go like, well, I'll never be like Father Greg. He speaks so well. Well, you're using that as an excuse to not even look at what you do well.
Yeah.
And to say like, listen, maybe public speaking is not your thing, but are you a good writer? Mm-hmm. Maybe you write really well and you could write great speeches for people who could speak really well.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
What do you think?
No, that makes sense. That makes total and complete sense.
All right, cool. I went through my best friend's phones just to check something, and now I know way too much.
That's not you. You shouldn't. Who asked you to do that?
Nobody. Like, I'm sick and tired of people like going through phones and then being upset with what they find. Like, no one told you to go through the phone.
And you'd be surprised. Like, I've seen people do this in public, of like either being on the subway or something, or being on the bus, and then behind somebody reading what's on their phone. Mm-hmm. And I'm super paranoid about that. Not because I'm up to anything, but because I like my privacy.
Right.
It's rude. Why would you do that?
Those privacy screens.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get one of those privacy screens, not because like, oh, I don't want you to see, but at the same time, it's like, it's my screen though.
And there's also real situations as a priest where I'm dealing with sensitive topics about other people, about things that nobody else knows. And so I can't take being at a random school or being in the bleachers somewhere at a volleyball game or a football game,
and then
or something,
someone looks over your
and
shoulder.
someone looks over my shoulder and is reading my conversation. That could have real implications for somebody else's life.
Right. Yeah. And when I was a counselor, like actively when I was a counselor, I used to have a completely separate phone that had a blackout screen that you really couldn't see what was on the screen. And that was specifically because if someone texted me, if I was dealing with sensitive information, it was HIPAA. And it was like, yo, you can't. And it was encrypted differently as well. So I could send encrypted information from one provider to the other without violating HIPAA and everything. It was actually kind of slick, but like, it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, you have to protect people's information like crazy, because if you don't, then you can be in some really deep situations. And I hate it when people are just like, oh, if you got nothing to hide, give me your phone. It's like, no.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
No.
That's like saying like, yo, if you have nothing to hide, let me into your house.
Right. Yeah, do this useless extra thing if you have nothing to hide. No. If you have facts, lay it down on the table. Because if you already have proof, you wouldn't be hiding behind these games.
That's true. That's always true.
So it's like,
yo, if you have what you want to accuse me of right here, then accuse me of it, and let's just cut to the chase.
right. And it's just like nail you to the wall.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Show me the smoking gun.
Because I've never seen anybody who had like mad evidence play this game of like, well, if you have nothing to hide, let me scroll through your stuff. It's like, dude, if you have the evidence, just lay it out.
I'm as public as it gets. What you want to know?
Facts. I lied about being allergic to cats so I wouldn't have to pet sit for my friend anymore. I can understand that.
That's still a lie. It's still like a very venial sin, but yeah, no, I get that.
But I said it once.
I've done that before.
It's like I said it once, and then I never revisited it again.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I once told my partner I was going for a run, but I actually sat in the car and cried for an hour.
Oh no, that's terrible.
There's a lot of people that do that, dog.
Yeah,
a lot of people that do that. I pretend to sleep during family visits so I don't have to cook for them.
Oh, I did that when I was a kid, dog. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I fantasize about. Whoa, let me read this ahead. Okay, I fantasize about what it would be like to hook up with my partner's sibling.
That's okay.
It's just fantasies. Is it fantasy? Like, if I fantasize about something, is that a sin?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
To thoughts, my guy?
Yeah. Like thoughts.
If I drink a glass of wine, I'm just in my head, just thoughts.
Yeah.
It's thoughts, my guy.
I know.
And the thought is the sin?
They're the venial sins, though. Like, those are the ones that go away after, like, during the penitential act at Mass.
Okay, so that's why we go into Mass every single week.
Yeah.
So you get those things cleared out. It's like clearing RAM.
That's one way
Or
of looking
clearing
at
the
it.
cache. Not RAM, clearing the cache on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps the phone from slowing down.
Like your cookies.
Yeah, your cookies. Like clearing your... Nah, you don't want to clear your cookies because then you have to, like, replug in the password every single time. That's not a thing. If you clear the cache, then it clears out all the extra stuff.
But if you live a life where you can't show your phone or your computer, then you want to clear your cookies.
Well, that's all the time we got. Hey, that was a good episode, eh?
Yeah.
For all of us here at Gavin Notebook and Spirit Street Studios, I'm Dr. Giovanni.
And I'm Father Greg Lambert.
We love you. You're very special.
Go forth and bear good fruit.
We out.
Father to Father is a production of Spirit Stream Studios. All rights reserved.